Hello,
Hello, Giles.
welcome.
Welcome.
Hiya,
How are you?
thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay, thank you.
Likewise. So there's a bit of a lag with your connection.
Good.
It's
So, okay, that might clear up. So would you like, shall I give a little bit of background,
yeah,
context, or in
please.
regards to my, yeah, okay. Just under 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as being autistic,
Hmm.
and I believe I ha ADHD as well.
Mhm.
But I've still had to have an assessment for that. Um, and at present times, and I've struggled throughout the years, but at present times it's more so than in the past. I struggle with doing a regular, uh, uh, consistent daily practice
Mhm.
that many paths would require. Um, so uh, I've I've been studying non-duality traditions from since the late 90s. And over the years, various authors, teachers, books would say, look for the me, look for the I. Where is it? Find out where it is. Um, and then in at the end of 2012, a friend who I just met told me about Liberation Unleashed,
Mhm.
and so I went on there in 2013, about 5 months later, and I applied for a guide, and I started reading this Gatecrashers book.
Nice.
And the difference with all that was no one had looked at previously had ever said, "Is there an I? Is there a me?"
Yeah, yeah,
But they did,
Mm.
yeah.
and within a very short period of time, the I gated the first better fell. Um, and I was still waiting for a guide, but it came from reading the book, and then I contacted Ilona um, on the site, and she confirmed that I had a good clear seeing of things, um, or that such was seen, and then. And that caused a difference in a lot of things, and a difference in perception and relation to
Mhm.
things. And then in 2016, I was looking on the further, I can't remember what it's called, but the part of their forum that
Yeah.
has further work, and I came across Kevin Shanlick's um, uh, discussion about desire and ill will, and I contacted him, and he couldn't guide me at that time because he was working with I think lots of people within the Tree Ratner order that he was a
Mm.
member of at that time. Um, and so he put me on to Christiana Mickelberger,
Mhm.
and then someone who had been working with her, and then eventually she herself um, started guiding me with uh, the on the fourth and fifth fetters, or
Yeah.
usually just to work the fifth. And I mean, the idea is that what anything I'm describing here is what I was told at those times, and anything I've read. The idea that when the first fetter falls, the second fetter and the second and third fetters doubt and uh, uh,
Rituals.
Yeah.
rites
Right.
and
Rituals.
Right. So
rituals
much. Yeah.
fall with that. Yeah, and I don't. That's what they say. But um, so anyway, I believe I weakened the desire and will, by the end of 2016. And at some point, I was led to believe that I'd broken those fetters, but I hadn't. But at that time, I went on to do some work with the sixth fetter. But it became obvious that I hadn't broken the fourth and fifth fetters, and I continue to work with the practices that come from Kevin Shanilek, and I worked with them for about 4 or 5 years, and after 4 or 5 years, he kind of no progress, really obvious progress has been made, and you kind of think, I've had enough. I've had enough of this.
Yeah,
And I
understand.
spoke to various people that were offering to guide in the, alongside Christiana, and I've attempted to go back to those practices from time to time. I think it was about a half, 2 years ago, I came across your websites and YouTube channels, but I only actually got around to looking at them, about 2 months ago, and shortly before I emailed yourself, Todd.
Yeah.
And it appears to me that both of you go into the fetters in a lot more multifaceted way and in a deeper way, and a different way. So that's how I come to be here today, and that's what brings me to yourself.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
That's wonderful.
I would love for you to I know that you have done the first fetter and all the way up to 6. I would love for you to do.
Well, so apparently, maybe not. Maybe
no,
not. Sorry,
exactly,
sorry to interrupt.
exactly. Yeah, who
maybe
knows?
not. That's what.
Yeah. But I would like for you to start with the first lesson in the first fetter, and do it.
Yes.
Sequentially.
Sequentially. But this time around,
Yes.
have in the back of your mind that you're autistic, because everything
Yes.
is different with the autistic brain. The way that you perceive
Yeah.
the identification of a self, it's been a long day now.
It has.
Identification of a self is different than what a neurotypical experience it at. So if you can do all of it again, but with a different angle, so you look at it through the autistic eyes. And because I'm an autist, the awakening curriculum is made in a beautifully structured, boxy way that is wonderful for the autistic brain. So start by the first fetter, first lesson, and then take it like, progressively like that. And then see
in the playlist.
Exactly. And then see what is different this time, because there are you're going to turn over a lot of stones that you have not seen under. I don't know if I can use a metaphor for you, if you understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So just notice the very different experience it is now, knowing that you're autistic, because everything is different.
Yes, and do I have to take each video one per week, or can I watch them faster than that?
You can absolutely do faster, because there's some of them that are apparent and very clear, and you don't need to dive into it because you've been working with it for 13 years, so you don't need to do that. So just take it. You can take.
That's what I was wondering.
Binge watch if you want to, and then when there's something where it's suddenly like, oh, this one, then work with it with the Discord community. But just keep having in the back of your mind that the entire experience is different now when you're not masking anymore. When you can experience the world as an autist, because the way that we perceive boundaries is not the same as the way that a neurotypical person experiences boundaries. So when you work with the sixth fetter, it's a completely different experience when you are aware that you are autistic.
Yeah, when at that time that I was told that I had broken, I haven't broken the fourth and fifth. I know that, but definitely know that. But but when I was doing that bit of work with the sixth, and I've met people that have dealt with the sixth and seventh, without breaking the fourth and fifth, because they couldn't break them at that time. But when I was doing the work with the sixth, something did happen. I thought there was a little bit of a shift, but again, I didn't uproot it because, you know, perception of, you know, the subject object perception didn't change. But I had a bit of an insight into it, and anyway, I went back to the fourth and fifth after that anyway, because it was so apparent that I hadn't broken them, you know.
But Giles, the way that we work with the awakening curriculum, you can do you can start today with the first fetter, and then next week you are done with the 10th fetter. You can do all of them.
Yes.
You don't need to wait until moving on, until one other is broken. You can do all of them. Which means that
work with all of them at the same time, you mean?
Yes.
We work with them as a wheel as opposed to as a ladder, because like exactly like you experienced too, you can have some sixth fetter experiences, which will, like I said to, I forget who it was I said that to, you know, because they're all identification. It's all layers of identification. And so what you experience later in the later fetter stuff might actually help to undercut and uproot some of the earlier levels of identification that just hasn't been, you know, seen before. So they're all interwoven.
That was full.
Exactly. And for example,
that was helped at somebody earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And we have experienced a lot of people that have worked with the eighth fetter. And when they started to work with the eighth fetter, the first fetter really fell into place. Then they really could see,
because they're related.
Exactly. They're pairs. They're pairs.
Yeah, a lot of confusion between them as well. A lot of people have, I think.
Yeah. So start to binge watch, and when there's something that you need to speak with, talk to the community, and I would love to hear in a month, next time we have a meeting, how you're doing.
Yes, that's great, and I'd never heard of the way you just the titles or what the second and third are about. I'd never heard of that before, and you know, and people just say, "Oh, it's doubt of the Buddha's path or rites and rituals," but I never heard of the emotions or the other one that you said. I can't remember what the other thing was about. Never heard of that before.
But if you really think of it, then doubt is not only doubt about the Buddhist path. Doubt is also all the feelings and emotions that we have, because doubt, whenever we have doubt,
that's what I was wondering.
Whenever we have a doubt, it's because we have an underlying belief that is telling us one thing, but we have an equally strong underlying belief that is saying the opposite. That's doubt. Which means that it's everything. It's all of your feelings and emotions. It's all of your feelings and emotions, and those underlying beliefs needs to be dissolved. Otherwise, they will drag you in directions that you're not even aware of.
But would it be right in thinking that the feelings and emotions are linked to the desire and ill will as well?
Yeah,
exactly.
You're
gonna find that maybe one of the reasons why the fourth and the fifth hasn't fallen yet for you is because there's stuff in the second fetter that hasn't
That's what I was
dissolved.
wondering.
Exactly.
In some of the Facebook groups surrounding the work of Kevin and Christiana, you know, and then themselves, they will say that if people that struggle to break the fourth and the fifth, and some, you know, there are other people that have taken years to break them. Often the problem is that there's unresolved things around the first fetter, but the second and third fetter are still hanging there unlooked at in the dark, you know. And I'm wondering, you know, listen to yourselves. Is it, you know, is it something going on there? Because I went back a couple of years ago and did a lot of work on the first fetter again, trying to look for any remnants in experience and do my best to uproot those. And it did seem to have quite a good result, but still, nothing's different, you know.
I'm so looking forward to hearing. I'm so looking forward to next time you telling us how you've been getting on. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because I think this is going to dissolve a lot for you. I'm really sure of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
so happy you're here, Giles.
Everything you have done and being here. And two very quick questions, and I'll let go for other people. But one was, you mentioned the breathing rocking exercise earlier.
Exponential release.
Did I hear? Do I remember correctly? Is the inhale on forward and then exhale back?
Yeah,
is that right?
Because when you're leaning forward, you're opening up the chest cavity, and when you're leaning back, your abdominals are contracting, and the diaphragm is pushing air out.
So the expulsion happens.
And how far do you need to have?
Yeah, the expulsion or the exhalation is like automatic. So it's like the force of the body collapsing backwards that pushes the air out. And so that's why as you'll feel this sort of natural rhythm will start to kind of increase on its own, and you can feel it's like a bellows that just like as you're like doing the bellows, and the body just kind of starts to take that on itself, and the breathing will just go with it. Yeah.
That's great. Okay. And how much space do you need to lean back for that?
You can see it on the video.
Vertical.
Yeah, you can see it on the video.
Oh, is there a video?
Yeah. If you click it in
is that on YouTube?
No. If you click here in the description.
In chat. Leela posted, and Mark just reposted. Chris just reposted the.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. Then click the link now.
I'll have a look at it afterwards.
Yeah. But remember to click the link now so it opens, because the moment we shut down, it's gone.
It's gone. And I can't remember if that one's public or not, or if it's.
No, it's not. Not yet. I want to make it public. I've been wanting to make it public. I haven't yet.
That's fine. And the second question, I think at the beginning you mentioned an inquiry group or meeting, and earlier and a little bit and recently you mentioned a practice meeting or group or something. What are these?
When you get into Discord, there is a study group that you can join. They're meeting every other week, and they're working with the curriculum one lesson at a time, and you can join there, so you can just catch up and join them. Yeah.
There was also Vince's group that we mentioned, which I don't know.
And is that the same as the inquiry
group? No. Vince is one of the supporters that we use for our retreat. He has his own groups, and I think he has like 4 meetings a week or something.
He's in Australia, so he's got some in different times for different people in different time zones. But he used to guide through LU. I'm not sure if that he left for a bit and then he might have gone back. But yeah, he's a great guy. But he has multiple meetings that you can go to as well.
Yeah,
he's not explicitly working with Fetters stuff, but he's aware of it, and
and so but all these things I'll find out about
Discord.
them
on Discord.
Discord. That's great. Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Giles. Good meeting you.
Really a pleasure. Yeah. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks for your kindness.
Well, thank you.
We have created a course of our first Fetter material. This course will walk you step by step through all of the ways in which identification is created and selfing happens. If you've been struggling to see through the self-structure or have that first awakening shift, this course contains hundreds of tools to help you discover the selfing mechanisms when they're happening, and then see through the illusion of identification that are created. Along with over 14 hours of videos, this $49 course contains a full book worth of summaries, extrapolations on the videos, written inquiry suggestions, and other text. So work slowly, leave time for integration. This is powerful material, and it can be life-changing.